One of the leading topics, or rather deflections that a lot of people used with COVID was this idea. Because you would say, let's talk about the mask first. Well, the vaccines can apply to this as well, but even with the mask. The reason why they would say, well, it's different, right? The mask is requiring you, the government forcing you by way of law, mandate, whatever they want to call it. The idea is that it's not coming voluntarily from private business owners or private property owners or something like that. It's coming from the government. They say that that's a permissible thing, and they say it's not a violation of like your liberty or something because of this idea that you're like, remember Fauci said this, right? Fauci's like, well, I don't believe that you're violating someone else's liberty. I believe you can make the argument that you're violating someone else's liberty by not wearing a mask. Because remember, the virus, it's not about it protecting you, the mask. It's more your mask protects them and their mask protects you. That's what they all say. Now, has the evidence on that been a little questionable, for lack of better terms? Of course it has been. But definitely what we're finding with this Delta variant, as they call it, that narrative has to be fucking retired. It has to be retired because oftentimes they used it for vaccines. And this is why a vaccine mandate isn't some act of aggression, because you don't have the right to get other people sick, which, that's how it is now. You're sick until proven healthy is how basically it works out. Okay. I got you. So how do you explain that the fact that as your own beloved CDCs and your world alphabet government protected monopolistic health agencies have confirmed that you're just as likely, there's no difference between the viral load between someone that got it via being vaccinated, unvaccinated. There's not much difference there, which means that you just as well might be a super spreader, even though you got jabbed 3 fucking times and you're still wearing a mask. It's almost like, I don't know, that's just how fucking some viruses just work like that. And thankfully, this is something with a 99% survival rate for the most part. For most age and health demographics, you're going to be generally fine. Some people, unfortunately, will die, but believe it or not, nobody gets out of this motherfucker alive. Nobody gets out alive. Okay, so I've done videos before and segments before that argument doesn't make any sense at all. Considering the vast amounts of bacteria and then viruses that are passed from human to human, just every day now, because we've been granted this sort of immunity, not because of vaccines, because of our immune system for a lot of this stuff. Most people won't get sick. Some people do. I talk about viral pneumonia all the time. If it's not associated with the flu, there is no cure right now for viral pneumonia. And y'all's crackhead ass was going around spreading that like it was nothing. And never were you talking about people being required to cover their face or get a jab. That never crossed. That's a relatively new phenomenon. Let's say that. But now that we know that how this virus is, according to their own folks, how they're saying that this is working, and basically they've been completely stripped of that nonsensical argument, y'all need to shut the hell up. So you don't have the right to be getting other people sick. The same can be said for your motherfucking ass going around with 3 masks and you got jabbed. Remember, it's all basically what the reason they're telling you to get this is because you're less likely to get hospitalized, guys. I know that's kind of difficult when you consider, well, you're not likely to get hospitalized from catching COVID anyway. For the most part, people with certain health demographics do have things that they need to be worried about. It's kind of weird that they shut down all the gyms and then they told you that you can go to McDonald's. I digress. So many of y'all have been so disastrously wrong on this year. Your arguments never made sense. And then it don't take long for the argument to blow right up in your fucking face. But you've been stripped of this one. I mean, this is just the latest one. They've been stripped of a lot of different ones. But this is just the latest one that you've been stripped of, you fucking super spreader. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Cannon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcannonsake.com.